Hi. Well, let me check if I'm using the right microphone. This time, apparently, yes. Good. Today, I would like to talk about something a little bit more technical, just to remind myself that I didn't end up one of those guys that talk about software and no idea about how to write software. So, this week we release a new open source component called LionWeb Python, and I wanted to spend a few words to say, why this is useful, why we build it, why you may want to look into this. Now, in general, LionWeb is an initiative that has been started by most of the people I greatly admire in the language engineering community. So, if you've read a book about DSLs or similar topics, probably you've encountered already some of these names. And with LionWeb, we had the intent of creating multi-platform solution for language engineering. So what does it mean? It means that in language engineering, we typically create solutions with different components: parser, code generators, editors, symbol resolver, and more stuff. And we may not want necessarily to create all of these in the same language. Or once we build one of these components in one language, we may want to use it from different platforms. Let's make an example. In our case, as Strumenta, one thing that we build are parsers. So we build software components that analyze code, for example, RPG code, COBOL, SAS, PL1, you name it. And we extract information. We call it AST, some people call it metadata, call it as you want, but we extract the information about the code and we expose it so that you can do something with it. This something could be generate another language or generate documentation or verifying that certain characteristics are respected, or maybe figure out the dependency among modules. You can use this information for many purposes. Now, for example, you may want to use this information inside an editor, maybe an editor running in the browser, maybe an editor running on the desktop. And depending on this case, you may want to integrate this parser into an editor written in TypeScript or JavaScript, or written in Java, or written in C# or whatever. Or you may want to consume this information from a backend process, maybe running in the cloud, so that every time that you push something into a repository, a process is started that parses the files and generates some diagram, or generate a documentation and put it in a PDF and ship it to someone. I don't know. So you may want to consume this information from many different languages, because maybe we build a parser for SAS or Python, and we use it to transpile code into another language. We at Strumenta love to use Kotlin, so we may want to create this parser in a way that we can consume it from Kotlin. But then a clients come and then say, you know what, I want to use the parser, but my developer knows just Python. Nowadays, seems that many developers can program only in Python, and I will not say my opinion about that. But yeah, Python is a very popular language, for example. And so it makes sense that we have a mechanism to create this information, express it in a way that it can consume from different platforms. So you can say we recreated Corba 30 years later, but let's not say that. In a sense, this is also a moral successor to EMF, the Eclipse Modeling Framework. And some people may say we didn't need moral successor because EMF is still going strong. Well, I would disagree with that. And so we created this solution so that different people can contribute to this ecosystem and create different components that can interoperate because all of them speak LionWeb if you want. So yeah, so that's about it. And so far we have bindings in LionWeb for many platforms. We have bindings for MPS, for Java, for Kotlin, for TypeScript, for C#, and now for Python. And more will come in the future, I think. So yeah, I think it's an interesting solution. I hope this wasn't too confusing. And if it is, just let me know. I'm always happy to answer a question and dive a little bit deeper into this. And it was fun to write some code and share it with the world. And now fun is finished and I can go back to talk instead of writing code. All set. Okay. Thank you. And as always, if you have ideas on other topics I could cover in the next lives, just let me know. Thank you. Bye.